Oh, that is dark for some reason. Okay. I don't know why that is darker than normal. Let's see.
That's better. That's much better.
Okay.
The light hath come.
A little closer to me. It still seems dark to me for some reason. Than normal.
It's much better though.
That's odd. I haven't changed a thing. Well, I haven't.
Okay, where did this come from? Hang on a second. We are live, Mr. Beth.
I'm trying to see can I adjust that light a little bit better. And I don't know what that is or why that is today, because I haven't changed anything. I changed my seat. I haven't changed anything, okay, since yesterday, the other night, but it does seem darker to me too, guys. So, okay, we'll go with it. Yeah, I can't tell from the picture. Let's see some. Hold on a second. Nope. I don't know what that's all about. I truly don't, guys. I have no idea why that's that better. That's further away, but that seems to be better. At least I can see.
Much better. It's much better. Okay,
well, we'll go from there. Oop, I know I had to cut down my live stream. I'm sorry. Okay, man, I tell you, this technology stuff, we'll get it together. Okay. If I lost the folks on live stream, so I hope I get them back up. Anyway, look, folks. Okay, let me start. Hello, good everybody. Hello, welcome everyone to this live presentation presented by Wealth Builders Worldwide. My name is Ty Best, and first, I want to start by saying, number one, well, let me do my best to stay to the slides. I'm going to do my very best tonight to chat with you, talk with you, and not go off on a bunch of tangents and not get too hyper, and try to stay as succinct and as clear as I possibly can, folks. But it's very challenging for me to do that because I am genuinely just, I can't believe after 6 years in Carrot Bars and 37 years in this industry, I'm as excited about what we have in our hands as I've ever been about anything in my entire 37 years. And so it takes a lot for me to suppress that energy, but I'm gonna do my very best so I can clearly communicate what we have in our hands and hope people get something out of this. If you've been looking for a better way, you come to the right place. Yeah, I mean, you truly come to the right place. And we've been saying that for years. In fact, I sent out a video today that I made 4 years ago. They said that 4 years ago. And they're 6 years into Carrot Bars, and I'm saying the same thing I've been saying for the past 6 years. After my first 90 days in Carrot Bars, I realized that Carrot Bars perhaps is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's the greatest business I've ever seen in my life, my wife and I have ever seen, that will help change the average person's life from financial mediocrity to success, or to freedom, to whatever goals they have in mind for themselves. So let's go to the next slide, Mr. Berger, if you don't mind, because I'll get off and I could talk an hour about one slide, folks, and I'm gonna try my best. Like I said, I'm gonna chat with you now. I'm not gonna preach tonight. This couple you're looking at right here, Michael and Manisha Dalco, they have literally become living legends in just 6 short years in this business. They have accomplished in this business in 6 years where many, I would venture to say that 96 to 97% of the people that get in this industry don't do in a lifetime. They have an organization right now that are approaching 100,000 people. You see their background there. They're just like everybody else. He was a mortgage banker for 15 years. She was a corporate trainer for 20 years. And they're full-time in the world of Carrot Bars. Not only are they full-time, their children are full-time. Mr. Dalco's mother's full-time. He's managed to not only retire himself, but retire his wife, retire his children. And he's put himself in a position where his grandchildren may never, ever, ever look and have a job or work for anyone else. That's what's at stake here, folks. I hope you realize that. That couple's in tremendous, they do some tremendous things. And I encourage you to listen to everything they have to say with a keen ear, okay? With an ear that's desiring more, to want to change your life. Next slide, please. That couple there you're looking at, that's my wife and I. We've been in the industry for 37 years. She retired, is it 37 years? She retired in 1987 at 32 years old. My wife been retired from anybody's job for over 33 years. I retired over 25 years ago at age 40. My son, 35, has never applied for anybody's job, neither has my son, 20 years old. And that's because it's industry that we got introduced to in 1983 when we were babies. We were children. Now I know when you're 28 years old, you think you're grown. But when you get 65, you understand what I'm trying to say. I'm not condescending to you, because you are grown. You have responsibility. I thank God every day at 20 years old, I ran into a couple that talked to me about a thing called freedom. My wife and I took that thing and we started to dream bigger. And you're looking at there, my fourth book called The Dream Chaser Manifesto. It says a dreamer's guide. It's not for everybody. This book is not for everyone. We say it's a dreamer's guide to surviving in a jungle of non-dreamers. See, I'm talking to somebody. I'm not talking to everybody. Like Mr. Greg McKay says, I'm talking to somebody. I may be talking to you. They make a statement that says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Everybody's not been prepared for this opportunity. Don't be disheartened when everybody don't see it. Everybody has not been prepared. But for those who've been prepared, they said when preparedness and opportunity meets, success is the byproduct. Many of you have been prepared. At 20 years old, I was prepared to enter into this industry and make it my lifetime profession. I bought into it hook, line, and sinker at 20 years old because of a dream called freedom. The guy said, you got to dream bigger. My wife and I were already comfortable. Next slide. I'm going to talk about that because I'm well off base already. But what's your dream? When I finish this presentation, I don't want you to think about the X's and O's and how the compensation plan works. There's about 20 plus ways to get paid in the world of carry bars. There's no way I can go through those things in the next 30, 35 or 40 minutes. No way. You got to step out on faith and understand if you're looking for something different, if you have one single desire, if you have a dream of making more, just more. If you all the time say, how much money can I make? I said more. And how many people I got to get my business? More. What I got to do more. This business is going to put you in position to get more. So where are you in life right now? The other thing this business does, folks, and I'm taking my time today on these slides and everything, I want you to hear me. The other thing that networking, this business does, it challenges you to look in the mirror and say, am I satisfied with where I am right now? See, just the admission, just signing up in a network marketing business, just entering into the industry, you're admitting to you and to your friends and your family that you are not satisfied with where you are financially. You're looking for more. It's an admission. For some people, that's a hard admission to make. It's one of those things we got to look in the mirror and say, is what I've been doing the past 10 or 20 years going to lead me to where I want to be in the next 10 or 20 years? You got to ask yourself, where would I like to be in the next 10, 20 years? I can remember, folks, and I got to tell these stories. Mr. Berger, give me a minute here. I can remember sitting down, I was about 24 years old. And I had done things society to me, and I was sitting down with one of the executives in the Ford Motor Company. I never forget it. I'm sitting down, I'm 24 years old, and I asked him a very serious question. This is before I saw networking. I said, let me ask you a question. I'll never forget it. Get his name. I won't tell his name, but I'll never forget it. I said, let me ask you a very serious question. If I give the Ford Motor Company the next 30, 35 years of my life, where would I be in the next 35 years? Financial, where would I be within this giant corporation? Because I've been led to believe you get a job with a major corporation, man, you set for life. And he looked me straight in. He didn't hesitate. He didn't flinch. He said with confidence, and he also said it as if I should have been excited about it. He said, you give this thing everything you got, man, for the next 30, 35 years, and you committed to the company. I see you as being an assistant district manager at the very least. Now, you got to understand, here was the problem. He was an assistant district manager, and I was not impressed with him. I was not impressed with his status. I was not impressed with his title. And even more so, he had accomplished that in 10 years, and he was telling me I could accomplish what he had accomplished in 10. I was going to do it in 30. And I said, I got to get out of here. I've got to find a way to get out of here. I've been looking since I was 22 years old. Go ahead, Mr. Berger. Ask yourself that question. What would you like to be in the next 10 years? Because the truth is we don't have time to keep playing around, folks. If anything, this health crisis in the last 6 weeks has told us that our job is perilous, the situation we're in is perilous. I don't know what career we have, I don't care what profession we have, I don't care what self-employed job we have, I don't care what situation we're in. If you haven't found a way to make money while you sleep, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute, you're in a very serious and a precarious situation. Because I didn't see this coming, what came. I've seen a lot of things, I predicted a lot of things, I prophesied a lot of things. Man, I didn't see this coming. I wish I could sit and tell you, man, I saw this coming down the road. No, I did not see what we've been through in the last 4 or 5 weeks. Because I was just like you. I was educated on this simple time. I went to elementary school, went to grade school, went to high school, did everything they told me to do, went to college, did all that stuff. 18 years, I left there. My wife and I both went to Hampton University, one of the most prestigious universities in all of America. Hampton, a private institution right here in Virginia, 10 minutes from my house. Got a full basketball scholarship there, went there on a basketball scholarship, man, and it changed my life, okay? Because it opened up a whole new world to me. But it did not educate me about money. It did not educate me about finance. It put me in a position to get a better job, to get a good job. Okay, I would have never got that job with D Ford Motor Company. I hadn't went to Hampton University and graduated. My wife would have never got her job if as a school teacher. She hadn't went to Hampton University and graduated. So we did all that, but very early, 22, 23 years old, we realized, oh my God, this 40 to 45-year plan is not the answer. Now, I say that was a blessing because so many people don't even get a good job today, 30, 35 to 40 years old, and they think they've arrived. I knew I hadn't arrived when I was 22 years old. I was building a job about a year, and I walked in one day, and they had fired Lee Iacocca. Lee Iacocca was the president of Ford Motor Company. He built the company 30 years. And just like that, he was fired. I walked in that day all innocent, 23 years old, and said, man, who fired Lee? They said, you heard about Lee? I said, Lee who? This Lee just got fired. I said, Lee who? They said, Lee Iacocca. I said, he's the president of the company. Who fired Lee? And they said, Henry Ford fired Lee. It's called the Ford Motor Company. And he fired Lee Iacocca. And most of you young folks, you don't know him ever worked for Ford. You know him as a president of Chrysler, CEO of Chrysler. He spent a 30-year career at Ford Motor Company. They let him go just like that. I said, man, I'm not going to make it. I got to get out of here. Okay? The 40, 45-year plan for me. Now, for those who've already done 35 or 40 years, don't feel bad. We've been conditioned to do that. Okay? And we've been conditioned to work till we're 65 or 70 years old. And when we work, what we're going to do, because all the kids are growing, we're going to downsize our home, we're going to sell our assets, we're going to live on less income. In fact, that's the strategy the 401k plan sells you on. It sells defer your taxes right now because at age 65, you're going to be living on less money, making less money. So when you pull that money out, you're going to pay less taxes. Folks, that's the greatest scam ever perpetuated on the on the American people. Yeah, I said it out loud. It's a scam. It's the greatest con job ever perpetuated on people. The second greatest myth and lie ever told to people that say, at age 65, man, wait till you get 65, you're going to retire and live in luxury, and you're going to want to travel all over the world, you and your spouse. That's a lie, too. I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm 65 years old. Talk to somebody that's 65 years old and ask most of them, do they want to travel? They don't want to, no, they don't want to travel. They want to go home, watch a little TV, eat a little food, go out to eat, but get on the airplane, flying all around the world, that's not their dream. And if it was their dream, 85 to 90% of the population don't have enough money to live their dream anyway, or not in the physical condition to live that dream if they did. And so the average person died at age 81, never feeling their dream, never chasing their dream, and never living the life they could have if they stepped out on faith outside that box that we've been educated to believe in all our life. That's the flat out truth, folks. We've been indoctrinated. You ask the average person, why do you have a job? They say, my next door neighbor got a job, the neighbor got a job, my uncle's got a job, my mama got a job, everybody got a job. When I was 22 years old, I'd been on a job for 3 months, called my mother, I said, Mom, is this it? I said, I'm not gonna make it. I said, is this it? My mother loved me. My mother said to me, she said, baby, you got a good job. Yeah, this is all I know. This is it, man. You got a good job. And she right. Because in my good job, my first year of my good job, I was making more money than my mother and father were making combined. So I had a good job. But I said, there's got to be a better way. because a good job was all about me. I could take care of me, just me, but it wasn't going to put me in a position to retire my mother early. It wasn't going to put me in a position to retire my dad. It wasn't going to put me in a position to help my brothers and sisters and aunts and nieces and all, anybody else in the family. I could take care of me at 22 years old. That's why I get so frustrated. Anybody tell me I'm comfortable. I said, comfortable, all you think about is yourself. That's a selfish statement in itself. You say, I'm comfortable. Somebody showed you an opportunity to change your life and the life of people you love and care about, and you say, I'm comfortable. I said, I want to talk to you tonight. I don't want to preach. I want to talk to you tonight. Okay, get off that matrix timeline. So you finally started your family. Everybody's happy. Near the point, where do you have to go from here? You started your family. I was fortunate, 20 years old before Alexander was ever born. Somebody showed me freedom. I vowed right then, if I have my way, my son will never work for another person in his life. He'll never have a job a day in his life. So far, so good. At 35 years old, he's never even applied for a job. I didn't tell him he got to go to school for 12 years. We homeschooled him. I was homeschooled the other one too. We were in a position to do that. Why? Because it's business. My wife retired at 87 years old. My son was 2 years old. He's never known his mother to have a job. Yeah, the system is broken, but you got to admit that to yourself in order to take action. You got to admit that the system is broken. How could 85, 90% of the population work for 45 years and be broke? Why, according to the U.S. Social Security Administration, that 95% of the population will be broke at age 65. 1 will be wealthy and 4 will be independent. 95% will be broke after working 40, 45 years. So working hard is not the solution. We know that. It's not the solution. Why? Because you can't outwork an exponential inflation with linear income. So what's the exponential inflation? Things go up faster than your income does. The dollar loses value, its purchasing power, faster than your income does. So you can't outwork that. I don't care if you work 3 jobs. I know some people work 3 jobs. I gotta tell you, sir, I was in the drugstore today. I said, I want that newspaper. The lady gave me the newspaper. I wanted it because I wanted to research. Very seldom even read the news. I said, but it had on the front page something about this health crisis everybody concerned about. I said, let me see what's going on in the state of Virginia in reference to the health crisis. And the lady said $1.69. And my mind reflected, because I was a paper, I'm talking to you and I'm just chatting with you folks. I'm in no hurry. If you gotta go, you gotta go. I'm gonna get down to how you make the money in care about. Here's how you make the money in care about. Go say I gotta go. Sign up for free, save a lot of gold, tell a lot of people, make a lot of money. That's all you gotta do. The company will give you a multi-million-dollar software that'll do the rest. That's really all you need to know to get more and to get started. But I bought that newspaper. That newspaper was $1.60. Well, I sold that newspaper in 1967, 68, and 69 as a young man. For 3 years, I delivered the morning paper every single day, rain, hail, sleet, or snow in Newport News, Virginia for 3 years. That paper, when I was delivering that paper, was 10 cents. It stayed 10 cents for 3 years. That paper is $1.60. That's 16 times more than what it was 40 years ago. 16 times. That means that car you're paying for is 16 times more than what it was 40 years ago. The house you got is about 16. That's inflation, folks. That's exponential inflation, and people wonder, why can't they get ahead? Why can they work 2, 3 jobs and still not have enough money? What's going on? Because the money don't buy what it used to buy. And your income that's fixed every single week, you get $500 a week or $400 a week, every week, week after week after week. And then 1 year later, you sit down with the boss, they give you a raise, and the raise is 2, 3%. And you wonder, why can't I get ahead? Because you haven't learned some secrets. We're going to talk to those secrets about wealth building right now tonight. Okay? Next slide, please. I hope you understand exponential inflation. I hope you understand linear income. So you don't have enough time to keep doing the same thing. Just ask yourself that one simple question. If I keep doing the same thing I've been doing for the last 5 years, where will I be? That's all you got to do. It's not me talking to you. I'm not trying to preach. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. You got to look in the mirror at some point and say, what is going on? Especially when you run across somebody who's introduced you to this business. Especially when across somebody like myself who's been free for 25 years, or my wife who's been free for 37 years, or people like Kevin 2X Thompson, free man in America, or people like the Delcos who've been free in America, or all these free people in the world of carry bars. You got to say, wait a minute, unless they must know something I don't know. That's all. Anyway, next slide. Lord have mercy. That's Warren Buffett now. A guy worth some $60+ billion says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. That's not me. That's not carry bars. That's not Brother Jamil Muhammad. Okay. That's not Cheryl Quarterman. Okay. That's not Mr. George Wilson. Next time is Karen Thompson. That's Warren Buffett. One of the richest guys on the planet said, you've got to figure out how to make money while you sleep. And you know why he said that, folks? Now, I've never put it those words. You know why he said that? Because somebody said to me 37 years ago, Tyrone, this is why you must learn about residual income. Because at some point, you're going to get old. I'm there, 65. At some point, you're going to get tired. I'm there at 65. Anybody 65 know what I mean? When your body says it's nap time, that's not a request. You're going to sleep, standing up, sitting down, driving the car. You're going to take a nap. And at some point, God forbid, but it's inevitable, you're going to get sick. It comes with aging. You're going to get sick. It don't have to be debilitating, but something's going to happen. I survived a heart attack 5 years ago. I've had 2 brain tumors. At some point in your life, I don't want to speak that on your life, but at some point, many people face some catastrophic illness that forces them in a position where they can't produce. And then watch this. I've been telling that story for 37 years, but I haven't seen what just happened in the last 6 weeks. That this health crisis, that this pandemic would literally drive everybody home and out of the workforce. It's like the earth is hitting itself, the air is cleaner, no carbon dioxide exhaust, all this stuff is happening, but the panic that's set across this entire globe, not just in one state, not just in America, not just in North America, but on the entire globe, they said, everybody go home and stay home. That's why all my messages to people have been what? Stay home and get paid. You've got to find a way to make money from home, folks. This is not an option anymore. In 1983 was an option. Some people got them great jobs, they were having great jobs. And when you start talking about a home-based business in 1983, they said, man, you better go get you a good job. They didn't understand it. But we started creating this home-based business revolution in the 80s and then it started picking up steam in the 90s. And then when this internet revolution clicked in, some people got it. Some of these young people got it, man, and they grabbed hold of this internet and they figured out how to make fortunes sitting right at their computer. And there are people still out there selling their time for $8 an hour, $10 an hour, when there are people making fortunes overnight sitting right at their laptop around their phone. Mr. Delco said it best. If you don't find what real money is, you will work until you die. I was 59 years old before I found out what real money is. Mr. Delco was 50 years old before he found out what real money is. Definition of real money. Anything is defined as money must be a store of value. It must store your labor. Now understand what he said. It must store your labor. He been saying that for about a year now. It kicked in my brain about 2 weeks ago. Wait a minute. Meaning that, see, when you go sell your time, it's not storing your labor. So you done sold that time's gone. So everybody got 25 hours, when you sell it, it's gone. So you're trading that time for what? You're trading that time for what? Dollars. You're trading that time for this stuff right here. Okay, everybody see that? That's a bunch. This is what you're trading that time for. But this will not store your labor. This is why you must learn to exchange this for real money. This is 24 karat gold. This is real money. That's what Mr. Delco is saying. This will store your labor, and this has potential to appreciate. So what's the 4 keys to building wealth, folks? Real simple. Number 1, create residual income. You do that by learning how to leverage the time and efforts into other people. Number 2, accumulate and appreciate an asset. Every time you acquire these, there's all this talk going around about changing the wealth gap between the haves and the have-nots. It's just talk. Carrot bars is the solution. Why? Because you don't have to talk about it anymore. But those guests who are here tonight, all you have to do is register for free, open your gold savings account, and start acquiring this right here, 1/10 of a gram at a time, and you're closing that wealth gap, and you're creating, you're getting an asset. You're changing dollars again for an asset that will outrun inflation. And it has in the last 6 years since we've been involved. We first got involved, gold was around $1,105 an ounce. This card cost me around $220. Now it's over $300 a day. This card, please, folks, utilize, and we're going to show you how to utilize and take advantage of the tax code. See, if you don't have a business for yourself, you're working the first 3 months for Uncle Sam every year. I've been saying that since 1983. When somebody educated me, they said, once you know better, you should do better. If you don't get anything out of this presentation, he said something about, I need a home-based business, because if I don't have a home-based business, I'm working the first 3 months for Uncle Sam every year of my life.
Oh my gosh.
Where's all your money gone, Daddy?
Taxes. 9, 10, 11. Let me fix my houses. Bug, it's okay. It's part of the game. No, it's not. It's not fun. It's not fun to what? It's the worst part of the game. It's what? Taxes.
It's the worst part of the game. And this life sometimes is a game, but it's a financial game. As my man, Mr. Cameron Gamble said, it's a financial game of chess. And we've been taught the financial game of checkers. And that is why we lose. What you're going to learn here in Wealth Builders Worldwide and Caribas International is you're going to learn how to play financial chess. It's not that heavy. It's not that deep. All you got to do is learn what an asset is versus what a depreciating currency is. All you do is learn that one simple difference, folks, and your life's going to change. Next slide, man. Let's roll. I'm telling you, anyway. So what do we do about it? Here it is. Here's the answer. We are the solution. It's called Caribas International. We're going to teach you how to get on the right side of this quadrant. The east side, you've been educated and indoctrinated to become an employee. That's 95% of the population. The other 5 to 6%, they've been educated to do what? Own their job, become a doctor, become a lawyer, become an accountant, and own your business. And watch this. I got to spend a little time there, Mr. Berger, and say this, because people don't, we've been talking about this, people don't understand. I got hair salon owners, nail salon owners, barbershop owners, all kinds who own their business. And I say to them as nice as I can, well, do you own the business or do the business own you? This is what he means. Well, if you are a barber and you don't get paid until you go cut hair, then the job owns you. If you're a dentist and you don't get paid until you show up that day into your dental practice, then the dental practice owns you. You don't own it, it owns you. And then here comes this health crisis one more time. It shut down dental office, doctor offices. It shut down, I mean, everything. Driving down the streets, like on a Saturday day, it was like no one out there but battling. We drove all over town. Okay? Self-employed don't own the business owns them. And God, my heart goes out. I mean, I'm not talking about, my heart goes out to all these women out there who own nail salons, hair salons, beauty parlors, all that stuff. Just shut it down. With no notice, no preparation, no nothing. It's gone. All revenue is stopped. And the business is still sitting there, and the guy that owns the business is still saying, I want my lease money. I want my lease money. If he has some compassion, he might give you a pass for this month. I don't know. Okay? We're going to show you how to get in a business system that teaches you how to leverage your time and efforts, energy of other people. And then we'll try to take that money also and then invest that money in assets that appreciate and grow. By getting Caribas, you're completely on the right side of the quadrant. And you don't have to know all this stuff, folks. Don't feel overwhelmed by all this stuff I'm telling you about. There are 3 simple things you got to know. I'm going to say it one more time. Register for free, save a lot of gold, tell a lot of people, make a lot of money. Save a lot of gold, tell a lot of people, make a lot of money. That's all you got to know. All this other stuff you're going to gradually learn in time. Most of it I don't know. I can't explain some of the things we're involved in. I can't begin to explain those things to you. I've learned enough to listen to Dr. Harold Sykes and accumulate those things. I've learned enough to listen to people like Michael Delco and say, now, Mike, what should I do here, Mr. Delco? And he told me. So we're going to show you a leverage business that maximize the B and the I quadrant. That's what we do. Next slide, please. Man, let me speed this thing up. God, I'm so excited. Caribas answers all 4 of those keys. Number 1, create residual income. We're going to show you how to do that. Number 2, accumulate appreciating asset. There it is right there. There it is right there. That's one of them. We have others, but that's one. This is the main one. That actually said, man, what should I be doing? Save gold, get cash gold, get cash gold, get cash gold, and then take that cash gold, set up your e-wallet, get that cash gold, move your e-wallet, and then we're going to show you do it after that. But get cash gold, get cash gold. Cannot say it enough. Okay? That runs inflation. And then we'll show you how to utilize the tax code. Get to your tax professional. And if your accountant, your professional does not understand the importance of having a home-based business, how many things becomes tax deductible in your home business, this laptop becomes tax deductible in my home business, this telephone I'm on, the miles I put on the car, the meals I go out and eat that are business meals, I go out and eat, the trips I take that are business trips. All those things are part of your lifestyle as a networker becomes a tax deductible expense when you are in pursuit of a profit. I mean, if I have to go to Hawaii and do a meeting for that team that's exploding in Hawaii, I mean, yeah, I'm going to do a meeting for them. And it was a business trip, but I'm going to spend some time that day in the beach in Waikiki. I'm going to spend some time jet skiing in Waikiki. I'm going to spend some time snorkeling in Waikiki. and I'm gonna have the right by law to write the entire business trip off. God Almighty. If you don't understand that, man, whoo! Anyway, so here's what we do. Start your own start your own gold home-based business. Save gold for yourself. Number 3, let's go on. That's it. Share with others. Invite others to do the exact same thing. How do you get others to do the exact same thing? Invite them to a presentation like this every single night at 9 o'clock from the comfort of your home, and earn as your team starts to duplicate. Let's go next slide. I'm gonna talk to you tonight, man. I want to chat with you tonight. Let me tell you something, we're not on trial. For those who are here for the first time, you need to understand the importance. You're not the guinea pig. We're not experimenting. You don't have to go check Caribou's out. Let me see if this is real. There are 1 million affiliates there in Caribou's worldwide. The company was founded in 2011. The company is located in Stuttgart, Germany. Stuttgart, Germany. I have been there. I've been to the corporate headquarters last year. Flew there. That's right. 12 hours, one 12-hour trip to get there. But I tell you, it was worth every hour. It was worth every minute to spend time in the corporate office, to see the corporate office, to see how this product is actually made, to see the machine. Wait a minute now. There's nothing. See, we don't have any competition in what we do. I saw the machine that had to be created from the mind of Dr. Harold Seitz and other engineers. They had to create a machine to create this product. This is unique, a whole nother level. We're not a vitamin, lotion, a potion, a juice, and I don't have anything against those things. I made a living. Those things set me free, set my wife and I free, set my son free. But nothing compares to this. This is a whole nother ball game. Okay, to meet the staff eyeball to eyeball, and then walk around Germany and see everybody riding around in a Mercedes. Now that right there, Mr. Berger, I told you guys I'm gonna chat with you. Now I want to talk with people tonight. I want to know how real this thing is. When we was over to Mr. Delco and I and Team Friedman, Rodney Roach and Al Murray and Greg McKay and that whole, I mean, it was everybody, the Gordon Summer, everybody. I mean, wealth was all over that place. And when you see that bus, they had 2 bus loads picking up all these gold directing lease man and taking us to the headquarters. And Dr. Harold Seitz, the founder and CEO, put his face up there, man. You talking about incredible. This guy fed us every single day. Wouldn't let us pull money, every single meal, every single breakfast, food all day long, drinks all day long, everything all day long. That's the gentleman you're looking at right there. Okay? Put us up in exclusive hotels all over Stuttgart, Germany. I'm in a hotel so private, man, that, whoo. Anyway, do you understand? This is who I'm saying you're in business with. Okay? And every single thing this man has said he's going to do from the 6 years I've been involved, he has done. Okay? And if it wasn't done, it was beyond his control, and then he still made it right. Everything. You won't find another see. In my 37 years, my wife and I, in our 37 years, we sit here and we marvel at what this man's visions put together and the lives he's changed already. Okay, we continue on this path. They will build statues. You're talking about gladiator statues. They will build statues for Dr. Harold Seitz. Okay, we have people in Caribou's who've already made over $1 million+ in this program. We're not experimenting. We're not practicing. Dr. Seitz says he who has gold always has money. Has a book out called The Future of Money. His other book out called Think Big. Author The Future of Money, author Think Big. This guy founded Caribou's, sole owner. Okay, I know my eyeball to eyeball. Mr. Delco knows my eyeball to eyeball. Manisha knows my eyeball to eyeball. And many of the wealth builders go directly, at least all over the team. They met him eyeball to eyeball. They've had dinner and had breakfast. So you're not the guinea pig. You don't have to come in and say, let me check this out. Let me see. No, we know it's real. Companies paid out millions of dollars in commissions all over the world. We're operating fully in 140+ countries. This is as real as any program get. But here's the thing. We're the best kept secret in the business world right now. People don't even see us coming. They don't even know we're out there. People don't know there are people who've already earned millions of dollars in income in the last 9 years. How in the world would it be a secret? Now, if you think I'm making this up, go stand on any corner in your city tomorrow and just ask people, have you heard of Caribou's? And they're going to say, no, 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 no. I guarantee 99 out of 100 going to say, no, never heard of it. We go, how is this possible? Mr. Delco and a lot of folks in his team, Tanisha Glassford, Rodney Bergen folks, we've been working our butt out to get the word out for the last 6 years. And I feel like we're at the bottom of Niagara Falls with a thimble. saying, you heard about carry bonds, you heard about carry bonds, and we just been drowned in misinformation. People been drowned in misinformation, drowned about the quality of gold, drowned about the fact that gold is money. People been told, look, I know the stock market crashed in the last 2 weeks, but hold on to your 401k, man. Don't take that money out. It's going to come back. You got to ride this wave. The market goes up, the market goes down, all that junk. Tell that to folks who lost money in 2000. Tell the folks who lost money in 2008. Tell that to folks who lost money in the last month, who lost 20 to 30% of their retirement just like that. And they already 7 years. When is it going to come back? Some experts say it might come back in 10 years. But we have a solution right now, and it's called Carry Bonds International. J. Paul Getty said what? J.P. Morgan said gold is money, everything else is credit. This is actual money. So you've been led to believe that this is money. Right now, I know some of you say, man, send me that. I can do something with that. I can't do this. Well, we made it so you can do something with this and do something with that. We're going to put you in a position to get this and get that. Gold is always accepted anywhere in the world, and gold is recognized all over the world as money. That's Alan Greenspan, the former head of the Federal Reserve, said that. He said gold has always been money. He knows. You know why? Because he's in charge of printing all this fake money. And so he knows that this is real money. See, wealthy, they save gold. They get us to save in this. And so we lose in this, you win in this. It's just that simple. If you don't do anything but sign up for free and save your gold, you're going to win. Everybody signed up 6 years ago who started saving gold, they've all won. Why? Because all this gold is appreciated 25 to 30% in the last year or so. Man, it's incredible what's going on. Robert Kiyosaki says get gold. Next slide, please. Everybody know about Robert Kiyosaki. Look, let me say this to you while I'm at it. You want to know what we're talking about? Go get this book. Go get this book, Fake, by Robert Kiyosaki. And he makes it very clear. He said, you know why you have a challenge to understand what we're talking about? Because you've been educated by fake people, fake teachers, fake relatives, fake friends, fake people always faking it. They're not real, okay? They're faking it. The credit system of America has made us, we can fake a lifestyle. We can fake a lifestyle. People riding around looking good, smelling good, got a $65,000 car, okay, and don't have any assets. Got a $70,000 Escalade, living in an apartment. That nonsense going on. Fake. Why? Because they've been educated by fake people. I got 6 years of education. Not one professor ever talked to me about freedom. Not one professor ever talked to me about getting wealthy. And I respect them for that. That's not disparagement on them. They can't teach what they don't know. Okay? If you want to learn how to get free, talk to somebody who's been free. Talk to me. I've been free for 25 years. Talk to Mr. Jekyll who's been free for the last 5 years. Talk to somebody free. Don't talk to your next door neighbor who got a job like you about freedom. Don't talk to your next door neighbor who broke like you about making money. They don't know. If they knew, they'd be teaching you. I'm sorry. There I go. Let me calm down. I don't have Mr. Dalco to rein me in tonight, man. I'm wide open, folks. So here's our goal. Get cash gold, get cash gold, get cash gold, and roll for free, and go back in your back office and start saving cash gold. There it is, cash gold. That's real gold embedded in cards like this and embedded in that paper you see there, which is incredible. Only product like that only product of its kind on the entire planet. Next slide, please. That's our product. Here's what we're trying to say. I'm going to go through these fast. I've talked about inflation. Money don't buy what it used to buy. That's that slide is trying to say. And look, in 1920, that car cost you 645 of these things and 1 kilo of gold. Okay? Now we fast forward to 2020. It costs you $40,000 of this to get that same car, but it costs you the same amount of gold. I mean, think about that for a minute. That's all we're trying to tell you. This is why you're saving gold. Next slide, please. Same slide telling you the same thing. I just gave you one example on how a newspaper went from 10 cents to $1.60. Look at that grocery cart. We're trying to keep it real so you can feel it. Many of you know how you went to the grocery store just 20 years ago. You could almost get a cart of grocery for $20. You can't do it now. You just take the $20 and get the stuff in your hand, walk out of the store. Okay, have them give you a bag. Pick up 2 things. Pick up 2 items. Every time I go across food line or Walmart, I walk out $300 short. I don't care what I go in there to get. It's always something else to buy. That's inflation, folks. Okay? This is why you want to save gold. And you want to get assets that are pegged to gold or backed by gold. Lord have mercy. Next slide, please. Okay? So what we do, we teach you first. See what I mean? Pay yourself first. But see, we haven't been taught that. I learned it the first time I read the book, The Richest Man in Babylon. Pay yourself first. But the middle class been taught to do what? Spend all these dollars first, okay? And then whatever's left over, save that. And most of us, you know what? Nothing's ever left over. We spend it all, don't have anything to save. But you want to flip that around. We're going to teach you and care about how to pay yourself first. Put yourself on auto save. Become an automatic millionaire, like David Box's book, The Automatic Millionaire, says. Pay yourself first. Invest. And then circulate the rest of it. And then pay your mortgage, pay your lease, pay your car. Pay yourself first. And when you start doing that, folks, it will amaze you how fast your wealth will accumulate, and you'll still be able to do all the things you want to do. That's why we say put yourself on auto save for at least 1 gram of gold every single month. If you can't do it for every single week, I'm on auto save every single week for a ton of gold every week. I'm not gonna say how much. Every week. Why? And I don't even think about it. Okay, I started when I got in the program, it says put yourself on auto save. Make it automatic. I understood that. And then I circulate the rest. And then something else I learned. Here's $1 million lesson for those who are listening. Learn to control your lifestyle spending. So one of the challenges some people have in this industry called, now I've been in this industry 37 years. I'm talking to you tonight. For those who got to go, feel free to leave. But I'm talking about some wealth principles tonight that you need to know about. I learned the biggest challenge most people have when they make 20 grand a year, they spend 20 grand. When they make 30, they spend 30. When they make 50, they spend 50. When they make 60, they spend 50. Let me tell you a wealth secret. If you don't have the capacity to save on $2,000 a month, you're making $2,000 a month, the same distance required to save at 30,000, at 50,000, 100,000, because there's always something else to buy. I'm telling you right now, that's why you got to pay yourself first, because there's always something else to buy, folks. And when your lifestyle, when you start making more money, all of a sudden you go from wearing $20 neckties to $100 neckties. You go from wearing $10 shirts to $100 shirts. You go from wearing shirts to shirts with cufflinks and monogram. You can't help it. You go from wearing Timexes to Rolexes. You can't help it. You got to discipline that part of your life and not do that. You go from driving that Ford to driving that Lincoln Town car, or driving that whatever you drive. You get the idea, because you want to impress your friends and neighbors. Read a book called A Millionaire Next Door. The average millionaire next door drives a GM or Ford. You never know they were next door. I'm the average millionaire next door. I know that's who you want to be. Okay? The reason there's a wealth gap, one of the reasons. I mean, I understand there's systemic racism and sexism and isms and all those isms, but there's another reason too. Because folks take their money and they buy depreciating things all day long. They take depreciating cruises. They buy depreciating cars. They rent houses instead of getting property. They do all these things. They spend first and save later because they want to impress somebody. They go buy a $50,000 car. Okay, when the car they had was just fine. But that's your right. I know people want to ride. They want to look good. And do what you got to do. They go buy a $400 purse. I crack up. I gotta tell you guys a story. Let me tell this story. I'm trying to make a point to you. 2 points. And I hope you get it. I had a guy one day come out, this when I was living in Georgia. He came to my house. He says, anyway, after seeing the program and everything, he made this statement, guys. He says, it's the best. I'm really not that impressed. I said, whoa. I wasn't trying to impress you. Well, this guy, he told me to come on, you got to meet Mr. Best. And you can be all this impressed. He said, I'm not that impressed. I said, well, okay. He said, I mean, I got a house like this. I said, okay, I'm excited for you, man. He said, that was one insult number one. He said, I got cars like you guys. Said, I'm just not impressed. I said, man, I'm excited for you, man. Great, fantastic. You don't see opportunity for us, it's great. And then he insulted me the third time. And I said, okay, now let me take out the big bat. I said, let me ask you a question, man. He said, what? I said, what are you doing on Monday morning? He said, I got to go to work. I said, what is your wife doing on Monday morning? He said, she got to go to work too. I said, what are you doing on Tuesday morning? He said, I got to go to work. I said, what are you doing on Wednesday? I got to go to work. I said, what are your wife doing those days? She got to go to work too. I said, now see, here's the difference. You got the same things I got, but on Monday when you go to work, I'm still going to be in bed asleep, dude. I had to get that deep for him to get the difference between his lifestyle and mine. Okay, I'm not in competition with anybody. I'm saying, hey man, if you love going to work so you can have that stuff, keep doing what you got to do. But I don't want to have the stuff. I want the freedom more than I want the stuff. Good God Almighty. I'm sorry, Mr. Berg. I know I'm off track. I got to show you how the money made real quick. Let's go back to this slides, man. Mr. Douglas, you want to add something, man? Give me a break, man. Calm me down. Mr. Douglas said he don't want to add anything either. He don't get started. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Let me show you guys who've been waiting for the money. What time is it, man? I don't know what time. I didn't set my Rolex. Okay, we're going to show you how to make the money.
Mr. Beth, it's 9:45.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm not bad. I can finish this in 15 minutes. I'm having a chit chat with you. We're going to show you how to make the money. Okay, here we go. Okay, our business model is simple. Let's go. Roll through these slides. I'm going to stay on point. I'm not going to tell any more stories except for 4 or 5. Okay, start your own business to maximize tax business, pay yourself first, get a tier 1 asset. Let's go. That's this thing right here. Build a referral network to create residual income. Next slide, please. Let's go. Here's how. First thing first, learn how you can start a simple and duplicatable business to carry about will benefit from our multi-goal packages. You want to start a business from home. What did my text to all the folks who got my text? It said what? Stay at home and get paid. Stay at home and get paid. Woo! Financial security, financial independence, a hedge in times of crisis. Is this a time of crisis? Is this a time of crisis? People sitting there wondering how they gonna make it the next Friday? How they gonna make it to the end of the month? How they gonna pay their mortgage? How they gonna pay their rent? How they gonna pay their car note? And they haven't worked in a month. And then the government says, well, we're gonna help you with that. We're gonna send you $1,200. Folks, you need a home-based business and you need it now. Here's the beauty of our home-based business. Whatever you do right now, starting tonight, you do it with a sense of urgency. You tell everybody you know, you text everybody you know, you get everybody you can on our live presentation tomorrow night at 9 o'clock on how to get started. You get everybody on our presentation at 12 o'clock and 9 o'clock, and everything you do for between now and next Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it will be on your private issue MasterCard. This MasterCard. And you can use it, do all those things, and you can do all that from the comfort of your home. Next slide, please. Man, let's go. Freedom is at stake. Twokeys.com is leverage. Leverage and exponential growth. What's leverage? Leverage, we're going to show you how to leverage the time and efforts of other people. J. Paul Getty said, I'd rather have 1% efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. Now, they don't teach that in school. This is a serious principle. I'd rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own effort. That's not genius. That's just common sense. If you got a job, you know what the boss is doing? He's leveraging your time and your talent. So then before we go through these numbers, we got to do a disclaimer. Disclaimer says what? We can't guarantee your income. This is an example of what the potential is. I told you Carabau's already paid out millions of dollars in commission, so there's a lot of money to be made, but there's no guarantee you're going to make this money. Why? Because I don't know what your commitment is going to be like. I don't know what the size of your dream. I don't know how talent, I forget talent. I don't know what your attitude is. I don't know if you're open to an idea. I don't know if you're open to an opportunity. I don't know if you're open to change. And I'm going to tell you something. Change is required. People say, I don't want to change. Change is required. I had a guy last night say, I don't really want to watch videos. I said, would you watch videos for $100,000 a year? I guarantee he would. People say, I don't want to change. Would you change for $100,000 a year from home? Yes, you would. Well, sometimes change required. Why? Because what you've been doing so far, what you've learned so far, what you've read so far has got you where you are already. Now, if you're happy with that and satisfied with that, keep doing what you're doing. But if you desire to change and get more, change is required. There's Carabau's in the compensation plan explanation. No guarantee to income. This is an example. We got 7 ways of getting paid right here. I already told you over 20 ways of getting paid. We got paid two different ways this week that's not even listed here. The first way is the union level. What's the union level compensation plan? Here's with Dr. Harold Sykes, his infinite compassion. He says, we don't want to lock anybody out of the opportunity. So when you sign up for free, you're automatically put in the union level compensation plan. You're given a multi-million-dollar software. It doesn't cost you one dime. It operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, worldwide, 140 plus countries. And you can earn money from that free position because everybody you invite is a potential goal saver. And when they start to save gold, the company will pay you once a month for doing that because you invited them. You say, okay, how many people I got to invite? That's not relevant. You just invite people and you keep inviting people and you never stop. Okay? You never stop. Next slide, please. Oh, and you know, pay up to 6% down to infinity. See, you're not going to remember that. The unit level gonna help you, gonna put you in position to get more. If you on this call and say, I don't have any money, great. Sign up for free and start referring people and driving people to these presentations. You're gonna find yourself making some money. Sometimes you do have to crawl before you can run. But if you wanna be in that dual system, instead of getting paid once a month, you like to get paid 5 times a month, then I'm gonna tell you something. You want to acquire a business package to start your business. It's no different than starting a McDonald's. You gotta buy a franchise. They ask you for $1.5 million. We don't ask you for $1.5 million to start a business. We say get a business package, and we have 4 distinct business packages you want to get, and you want to get these business packages. They put you now in a position to earn income 5 times a week. You go there, acquire, care about products and services. That's what we're going to put you in a position to do. We're going to show you how to share the business with others, and we're going to show you how to get paid and teach your new partner how to duplicate exactly what we're doing. We're not practicing. We're not experimenting. You just heard me say, Mr. Dalco. The Dalcos have now over 90,000 people in their organization. There's over 1 million people in Carabas. How did Carabas start? With the dream of one man, Dr. Harold Sykes. Now, think about that for a minute. This guy sat there and had a dream. He says, I believe we should create an opportunity that will help the average person, that will free the average person from a system of debt. If we can put gold in their hand in small increments, it would work. That was his dream 11 years ago. And he launched this company in 2011, and then there's 1 million affiliates who bought into that dream. The second way, direct commissions. Direct commissions is incredible. Remember now what J. Paul Getty said, what? Leverage the time, efforts, talents of other people. The way the direct commissions work, and let's say if I got started and I sponsored Mr. Roddenberg, look at that handsome Jim right there. Well, he decided to get a business package. The company's gonna pay me a 10% direct commission on whatever business package he decides to get. I don't sell business packages. I tell people, get in where you fit in, but I would encourage you to get package number 7. But whatever package you get, that's okay with me. We're gonna go from there. Because once you understand what we're doing, you will get package number 7. In fact, all those folks out there got a package. In fact, all those folks got a package. Please chat in the chat room what package you got. Just chat. I want people to see the package holders all across the world that are plugged into this live stream that's going. Just chat in there. VIP, 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 VIP. That's package number 7, folks. VIP, 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 VIP. If you got a bronze or gold or silver, tax that in there too. And every package you get silver will make you. Look at those VIPs coming in, folks. 3 times VIP, another silver package, another silver package, another silver package. VIP, VIP, all those folks. You're not the guinea pig. I'm a VIP. My wife's a VIP. My son's a VIP. My corporation's a VIP. My baby boy's a VIP. My mama's a VIP. My sister's a VIP. My other sister's a VIP. My baby sister's a VIP. You understand? My nephews are VIPs. Everybody gets a VIP. Why? Because it puts you at the top of the compensation plan. Why make less for the same production? Now, watch how the direct commission make. So I told him, go back, Mr. Berger. I told Mr. Berger, the direct commission. Let me show you. I didn't finish. Let me show him real quick, Mr. Berger, if you don't mind. Mr. Berger, he got a package. I got paid 10%. Then Mr. Berger, he showed Tanisha Glassby, and she got a package. He got paid 10%. I got paid 3%. You follow? 3%. And then Tanisha Glassby, she showed Mr. Delco, and he got a package, and she got 10%. Roddenberg got 3%. I got 2%. That's leverage, folks. Now, you want to see something exciting? You can enroll as many people as you want to. That's your base multiplier. That number right there, sort of and showed 10 who did the same thing you did. Now all of a sudden there's 100 people on your second level. That's leverage. There's 1,000 on your third level. That's leverage. That's what this thing is all about. Teach you how to leverage. Is it simple? Yes, it is. Is it easy? No. But it's simple and anybody can do it. Okay? Now here's, watch this. And by the way, that direct commission is paid every single Friday. Where? On your privately issued gold MasterCard. Next slide, please. The dual team. This is the big money, folks. See, I didn't understand a lot, but I understood that dual team. You know why? Because in 1996, I was introduced to the first dual team I ever seen. And my wife and I earned over $1 million in 14 months in 1996. And the first dual team we'd ever seen, we said, oh my gracious. You know why? Because we were willing to go to work. So your package is going to determine where you are on the dual team. But once you get a package, you understand you're in that dual team for the rest of your life. And if you got a bronze package, every time you get a dual team payout, how do you create dual team payouts? It's created by you and your team, not just you, but you and your team. It's important to understand this. So as your team creates units on the left side or right side, or team A creates 25 units, team B creates 50 units, you get what we call a dual team payout. That's a total of 75 units, 25 on either side, doesn't matter. Your dual team payout goes down to infinity. So as that team, as a dual team works, so this is how it works. You got to understand this. It's you, and you're only allowed to have 2 people attached to you. Anybody else you enroll, they're going to be attached to those 2 people. So it's important you understand the structure. As you build your team starts to grow. Let's take Tanisha Glassford as an example. Tanisha Glassford has personally enrolled, invited over 500 people into the world of carry bars. And those first 2 people she invited, believe me, they're excited. You know why? Because the other 498 fell down line from those. And those first 4 people she invited, they probably excited too. You know why? Because a lot of spillover was created. See, you're not doing this by yourself. You're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. Now, here's why your package is so important. You get a bronze package, and you qualify that dual team package. You and your team create that 25 units, 50 units. You get that bronze package, man, you made €40. Okay? But watch this. If you got the silver package for the same production, you made €50. You get the gold package for the same production, you made €60. That's around $80. And you get the VIP package, and you're a VIP forever now. This again, the wisdom of Dr. Harold Sykes. You don't go up the scale one day, down the scale, up the scale, down the scale. No, you're a VIP forever. You make the decision to be a VIP now. You're going to get $100, €80, approximately $100 every time there's a dual team payout, up to 180,000 dual team payouts per week. Okay? I've gotten as many as 60 dual team payouts in a day. In a day at VIP. You want to be VIP, folks. Okay, and you want to do this thing. Whether you understand it, get your VIP package. Get that gold VIP package. Now watch this. This is what Mr. Delk and I got started. Mr. Berger and I got started. Tanisha Glass and I got started. We're going to show you something that's going on right now. It's going to mess you up. Next slide, please. Okay. So brief overview, 10%, 3%, 2% direct commission. You love bonus, 1% to 6% down to infinity. The matching bonus, oh, we didn't cover that. I don't even want to show that slide. But we'll get there. In a total over 7 different incomes, but that dual team pays commissions 5 times a month direct to your own personal carry bars MasterCard. Okay? That's a brief over. Next slide, please. And watch this. This is why you want to get a multi-gold package. Even those of you who already been in, you want to get your multi-gold package. Mr. Delkin, I've sit back for the last couple of days and says, man, can you imagine how much free gold we will have gotten if this program right now, you understand, this is an enhancement of everything we've ever done. Because you pick that package 4, 5, 6, or 7, okay? There's a price you see, start a package 4. At the very least, we encourage you to get package 4. Why? You're going to get more gold with the program. You get more discount cards. It makes you a silver. You get 10 units comes with it. You get the matching bonus. You get the cash gold. It's around $600 some. You get the multi-gold package number 5. Number 6, but here's where you want to get, again, the VIP package. Why? Because you're going to get 15 grams of gold. You get 12 of these discount cards. What is discount cards for? Every time somebody get a package, a gold, multi-gold package, you get one of these cards, they say 10% on that multi-gold package, okay? And it gives you VIP status for the rest of your life. It creates 100 units, but man, you get matching gold down 7 generations. Not only do you get matching income, you're going to get matching gold, okay? Now, you got to try to memorize all this. All you've got to do is enroll yourself and invite people to a presentation every day at 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and you be there too. This is going to start to make more and more sense to you. But Mr. Delkin, we didn't have matching gold when we got started, okay? Now, look at this as a gold, as a VIP, multi-gold pack number 7. You got number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. I'm talking about VIP. Get in where you fit in. But look, cash gold commissions, 1.4 grams. This package is moved through your organization down 7 generations deep. Down 7 generations deep of free gold. People say, well, how much does gold cost? I said, man, it's not relevant here. Why? Because we earn gold just by being on autosave every single month. You can get a free gram of gold after 1 year on autosave. That's free. How much does that cost? By getting commissions in the system, when you start making $500 a month, you take some of that and turn it into gold. How much does that cost? It didn't cost you anything. You earn that gold because you elected to get in the business, so now you're getting free gold. The gold I've acquired, the cryptocurrency I've acquired in Carabas, as far as I'm saying, have never cost me a dime because I'm fully engaged in the system. Next slide, please. Oh my God. So, okay, now the matching bonus. Now, I'll show you matching gold, but now we're talking about matching dollars. You get a bronze package, you only, now I hate to say only. Get the bronze package, folks. The most important thing, money like speed. I'd rather have you get a bronze package a day than wait a month to get a VIP package a month later. Get your bronze package now. That bronze package is going to pay you a matching bonus, 5% matching bonus, 2 generations deep. I'm explaining it when I get all the way down to VIP. If you got a silver, it's three generations. Got a gold, it's 5 generations. Now you got VIP, you're getting a matching bonus, 5%, 7 generations deep. You say, what is the matching bonus? Remember that dual team payout I talked about? Well, every time someone on your team gets a dual team payout, you're going to get a 5% matching bonus, 7 generations deep. You got to understand something. When the company anyway, 5%, that's around $4. Say a person's a VIP, they get a 80 euro VIP dual team payout. Your matching bonus is €4. You say that's not a lot of money. It's not. But if you get 100 a month, that's $400. I mean, you get 100 that day, it's $400. I've got as many as 300 matching bonuses in a day. 300 times 4, that's $1,200 for that day. The matching bonus, I love when Dr. Harold Sykes introduced this. You know why, folks? Because it's an indication of you helping other people. As people on your team succeed, you get a reward of a matching bonus. It doesn't take anything from them. The more money they, look, let me tell you something. Mr. Dalco has actually last year made more money in the program than I did. I made more money than my sponsor. Call my sponsor and ask him, is he happy? This is the only system you'll ever get in your life where people are rooting for your success. If you pass them, they're excited about it. They want you to pass them. They want you to pass. They would like you to make more money. You're so excited when people on your team make a bunch of money because you get that matching bonus. Understand that. You'll sign up right now tonight. Now, for those of you who are getting started, say, man, I don't have a lot of money, get you a bronze package at very least. Why? Because we got a fast track promotion. You say, okay, now you got to put some sweat equity into the program. This is a sweat equity program. Ask Christopher Chabet. You can build a sweat equity. Christopher Chabet got started with sweat equity. Now that brother got over 5,000 people on his team. He got a bronze package. He got that 5 and 5. Okay, and boom, they promoted him to silver. When you get that bronze package, you sponsor 5 people. Boom, they promote you to silver. You got that silver package now, you go sponsor 5 silvers right away. In that same 5 weeks, they'll upgrade you to gold. You go get you 5 golds right away, they'll upgrade you to silver. It can't be any fairer than this, folks. Dr. Harold Sykes is taking away every single excuse any person ever had. When you were sitting around with all your friends, like I was 37 years ago, and everybody talking about, man, if I only had a shot, if I only had an opportunity, if God would just give me a chance, show me something, all that stuff. You can look and say, that's the man, I got an opportunity. You can start with no money, make money in the free position, and all you got to have is a dream and a willingness. We don't care about your ethnicity. We don't care about your education. We don't care about your background. We care about the size of your dream, and do you have any energy about you and want to go do something with your life? That's it. Next slide. And then the company has the audacity to have these long-term incentives. You don't even have to think about them. They just award them to you. Okay, you just do the work. You run the run, and when you hit these things, you get a letter from the company saying, you just qualified for one of the long-term incentives, that leather bag. You just qualified for that ink pen, that Mont Blanc, I believe it is. You just qualified for this gold bracelet. You just qualified for this Rolex watch. Mr. Dalco got one. And we got some other folks that close, they can almost taste it. Miss Sherry Brown just qualified for that 3rd incentive, got the bracelet. I bet she's gonna take some gold probably instead of that bracelet. I know her. She gold earning. Congratulations, Miss Sherry and Willie Brown. They just qualified for that long-term incentive. And then we got people in the company that's already qualified for the Mercedes-Benz. To understand something now, this is not a lease. They're not leasing your car like some well-known companies out there do. When you qualify for that Mercedes, they ship you the Mercedes with the title. When you qualify for the E-Class, they ship you the Mercedes with the title. It's yours. When you qualify for the S-Class, they ship you the Mercedes with the title. And when you qualify for the long-term incentive, they ship you, they build you that villa anywhere in the world upon your request. God,
Hey, Mr. Best.
Ms. Deckle, please add something.
I wanted you to also, while you're on this particular format, please congratulate with me Miss Valerie Smith. She qualified this month for the third incentive along with Miss Sherry Brown, and she hit the rank of Gold Director Elite 3. Valerie Smith, back to you.
Miss Valerie Smith from Washington, D.C. And folks, you got to meet Valerie. Valerie is such an example, such a leadership example of what you can do when you step out on faith. She's one of the most quiet, demure lions you'll ever want to run across, okay? Because her tenacity has been proven by the fact that she's been here for 6 years and she just keep going and going and going. Congratulations, Miss Valerie Smith. Hey, I congratulate my wife too. My wife got the long-term incentive as well. I mean, see, this thing is happening, folks, all over the place, okay? And you're here now. Let me add one more little piece to that. Congrats, really, to Ms. Valerie Smith, Ms. Sherry Brown. Congrats to you guys, man. Congratulations, and you deserve it. But let me add one other little piece that when I call this stay home and get paid, I want to tell you something. In the last 14 days, Caraboss has paid affiliates all around the world 6 times. They paid us on a Friday, put money on the card. They paid us on a Wednesday, put money on the card. They paid us the following Friday, put money on the card. They paid us on Monday with gold, with free gold. And then they paid us on Wednesday by putting money on the card, and they paid us again. Yes, that's 6 times. People sitting home wondering what they're going to do. They're sitting home wondering how we're going to close the wealth gap. They haven't closed the wealth gap summits all over America. And we have the solution right here, and it's called Caraboss International. Folks, I appreciate your time. I know I told a bunch of stories that, but I'm telling you, this is incredible what's going on. You're in the right place at the right time. Caraboss have already been checked out by MasterCard. All our commissioners put on a private issue MasterCard, good in over 100 million locations around the world. I know I was in Stuttgart, Germany. I said, let me see. And I took out my MasterCard. I can't even speak German. She said, put it in there. I put it in there. Numbers are the same. She said, press in your pen. I pressed in my pen. It was right there in Stuttgart, Germany, right across from the hotel house. I said, man, you can't touch this thing. I'm telling you, folks, from a networking perspective, you got the network marketing industry right here. And here's Caraboss. Now, I know some people don't want to believe that, but this is Caraboss. This is what our track record said. You know, I make the statement all the time, a person with a theory, you can go ahead, Mr. Berger, run those slides. A person with a theory is never the mercy of somebody with a theory. I've had a 6-year experience. Mr. Dawkins had a 6-year experience. Mr. Berger's had a 6-year experience, 5+ year experience. Tanisha Glass had a 5+ year experience. We have an experience. There are people in Caraboss with a 9-year experience. All the goods delivered directly to your doorstep via FedEx. You think FedEx haven't checked this out? There's a multi-million-dollar brand now. They put a corporate office within our corporate office. We're their #1 customer in the whole world. Caraboss International. You won't read about that in Fortune magazine, Forbes magazine. Okay, but that's the truth. Okay, 1 million affiliates now around the world. Complete support system, no cost to register, no monthly fees, no website fees, all that stuff, none. Okay, no monthly expenses. And it operates the multi-million-dollar software, which I've never seen it down. They said, we're down for maintenance for 3 hours, and it goes down. Never just, oh my God, it's just, no, 24/7. And by the way, I've been in 6 years, and every single Friday, they've loaded money on this MasterCard for the 6 years I've been in. And our product is what? Unduplicatable, okay? It's the oldest form of money on the planet, and it's God's money, and it's gold. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, Sister operates. We have a worldwide market, 7 billion potential customers, unique product, innovative company, substantial compensation plan. And by the way, and we have a complete support system. You see that WBW on the side? That stands for Wealth Builders Worldwide. We operate 24 hours a day. We're there support 24 hours a day. And we have a team of affiliates dedicated to helping you succeed. You're not by yourself. You not have to be stressed out. You not have to fear. Okay, fear is not of God. You not be concerned. You not to feel confused. All you got to do is thank the person that invited you to this webinar tonight, invited you to watch this opportunity, invited you. All you do is step out on faith. You're not going to know everything. You didn't know everything about that job when you took that job. You knew everything about college when you went to college. We don't know everything about anything. You didn't know everything about your spouse when you married him. Yeah, I said it. I need to stop doing that. But the truth of the matter is, I got to know everything. You ain't got to know everything about anything. Because most things we step into, it takes a certain degree of faith. Talk to any entrepreneur you've ever met, and they'll tell you the minute they start their business, there are things they found that they didn't know. Talk to any couple that's got married, they'll tell you, there are things I found out about my spouse I didn't know. And some of you like, some of you don't like, some of you learn to live with. My wife and I have been married now 41 years. Anyway, after seeing this presentation 3 times, people get stopped. Thank you, Mr. Burr. You got to keep on track. Some said, man, you had me go. You could have stopped talking an hour ago. Some said, I got a few questions. Great. Get back with the person invited. Just get on the 3 with people like myself, Mr. Delco, Mr. Berger, Mr. Roger, Mr. Nisha Glass, and get your questions answered. Okay? But if it's not for you, why wouldn't you want to save gold? Open yourself a free gold savings account and start saving gold for you and your family. And one other thing I didn't mention, and I should mention, that this business you're about to build, this business you're embarking on, is a willable part of your estate. See, something that drives me, something that drives Mr. Dalco and myself and other leaders all over this world is that I'm not doing this for me. Something ever happens to me, it becomes Val. Something happens to both of us, it becomes Alex's. It's a willable part of my estate. We're not talking. Upline, Big Boomer passed away 5 years ago. Believe me, I guarantee his wife has gotten paid every single week for the last 5 years in Carabars. My upline, Dr. Dennis Steigerwald, he passed away over a year ago. His wife, I guarantee, has gotten paid every single week in the world of Carabars since he's been gone. It's a willable part of your estate. You can't will your job. In most cases, you can will your business, depending on what kind of business it is. If you're an accountant, you can't will your accounting practice. Okay, if you're a dentist, you can't will your dentistry. You're like your wife or husband, not licensed to be a dentist. But this, as you put this team together, is a willable part of your estate. Okay, already set from the day you enroll. Man, this is incredible. So stay plugged in, folks. Register your account right now. Get on our webinar tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. We have a massive training session taking place. Get there. Oh, my gracious. And then, of course, July 17, 18, mark your calendars. This is the first truly, I want to say, East Coast, Northeast Freedom Summit. This is the first Freedom Summit. Won't be the last. It's the first Freedom Summit being hosted by what? The Union. Okay? Right there in Handover, Maryland, July 17th, 18th. The Delcos will be there. The Williams will be there. The Best family will be there. We have affiliates coming from all over the world. It's going to be jam-packed. Go there now, theunionuniverse.com. Okay? It's going to be hosted. Why are they hosting, man? Because they asked to host. They want to host it. Okay, when leadership step up and say they want to do things, you got to say, let's go. Let's do this. And it's perfect time. I'm praying that this health crisis behind us. Okay, I'm praying that it's behind us. Okay, but no matter what, we're going to make something happen that weekend. That's the bottom line. So I encourage you all to dream big. Let me finish with this. Give me 1 minute. Everything starts with the dream. Don't try to figure this whole thing out. You got to have a dream. When I was 20 years old, I didn't get excited about selling soap, pantyhose, lotion, lipsticks, none of that stuff. I was 20 years old, sitting in the room, and this guy started talking to me about the dream. He started talking to me about buying new cars, new homes. I said, man, I'm not interested. I had my home at 20 years old. At least I thought I did. What I had was my own mortgage. Okay, I've since learned that, see, from hanging around with people like Mr. Delco in the mortgage business, you have a mortgage, you have a death debt. I had my own mortgage, which he told me my own home, but it really belonged to the bank, but the mortgage belonged to me. Had a pool in the back. I look good. Had 4 cars in the driveway, a Grand Marquis, 2 Lincolns, and a brand new Ford Mustang. I'm talking about all brand spanking new. In the driveway, I was comfortable. And the guy sitting in front of the room, he started talking about buying those kind of things, those material things, traveling all the way. Man, my wife was a flight and I could travel free all over the world. We spent our honeymoon in Yugoslavia. I'm telling you about my background so you understand. I'm not just blowing smoke at you, as Bishop says. I'm not just polishing your apple here on Carabars. I was 20 years old, sitting in the room, and that guy said to me, he said, man, have you ever thought about being free? And I didn't know what freedom was, folks. I didn't know. Some of you right now, you don't know what freedom was. And when he pointed that picture out, the freedom is when you can sleep to the crack of noon. When you wake up and get up when you finish sleeping, I said, oh my God. My dream was not stuff. My dream was not thing. My dream was freedom. And I started running towards freedom. My wife got free, as I told you, at 32. I got free at 40. It took me 12 years of part-time effort to get free. I do it again for 20 years. That's what I want you thinking about when you get off this call now. I don't want you thinking about all those numbers. And I want you thinking about what would you do with your life if you didn't have to go sell your time for money. Hey, Mr. Delco, man, come out here and say something to folks, please. I'm done. I thank everybody for the attendance. Mr. Delco, I don't know if you can or not, but I appreciate your time. I thank everybody for attending. I know it's a little different tonight, what I shared with you, but I appreciate it, folks, greatly. And so, Mr. Delco don't have any closing words you want to add. Mr. Nisha Glass, you don't have anything you want to add. Mr. Berger, you don't have anything you want to add. I'm done. Thank you.
Great presentation, Mr. Best. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Everybody have a good evening. Dream big and don't let anybody steal your dream. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Best. Great presentation.